Hey guys, my name is Bryce. I've started to do a first of a trilogy. This will be the sequel. Trilogy of decks that I'm using to play against kind of new players and things like that. And it's basically a way to, one, potentially be able to play this deck in any way, shape, or form because they're really not good. But they're kind of interesting. There's a novelty aspect to it, and that's the main thing. In addition to that, though, it's a way for me to to use a unexpected deck against the new players because they've been training with my my sort of spellcaster deck that I have duplicates of, so they're used to going against the same type. So this mixes things up for them a little bit, but also gives them a pretty good chance of winning and just feeling better about that before we, kind of escalate it. So it's kind of like the level 2, I would say, almost kind of tied with the third one here. But this is a ninja deck, but it's kind of an unconventional ninja deck, which is why it's here in the first place. So here we go. Now the actual backstory behind this deck is one of my friends was pointing out to me, hey, in your Kari Kari deck, there's a few cards with ninja in it. I'm like, yeah, but they're machines and stuff. He's like, oh no, doesn't matter. You could actually, you could have a ninja deck out of some of this. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, if you've got enough support. I'm like, well, what cards do you have to spare, basically? And he's like, oh, so many. So, fast forward, here we are. This is the only card I actually bought for this whole deck, and it's the only one I actually bothered to sleeve, henceforth. This is Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja, and basically it needs 2 level 5 monsters, and once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach a material, and then basically all your face-up ninja monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So it's actually, I wish it was a quick effect, but in any case though, it's nice protection and all that stuff, so you don't get Mere Forced or some other kind of lower tier thing that I'll be against. Now here's what started it all. This ninja model, Nanashik, I had no use for in my regular Karakuri deck, but here he's actually got some usefulness for being fuel for a, human, or presumably human warrior ninja. Anyway, the effect doesn't really help except for the fact that when it's selected as an attack target, changes battle position, which is really not good, considering it's a tribute monster, but in any case, it's here as a 3 of, because I had 3 from the deck I ended up getting. The next one is a little bit more effective. I don't have room for it in my regular Karakuri deck, so it's, coincidentally a ninja here. When it destroys a monster, you can add a level 4 lower Karakuri monster, so this one's left out. However, its buddy over here, Nisamu, I think I'm saying that right. This can be used to bring out the next one, Seizank, which I have 3 copies of. Now it's actually got a useful effect where it's not a flip effect, but it's basically if it's flip face up, you can select one monster in the field and send it to the graveyard. So during the turn it's flip face up, it can also attack your opponent directly. Kind of a weird last situation, but hey, if that comes up somehow, that's useful. But the main thing is that if you can have a few of these flip up, you get some nice free damage, and you can actually attack, through a defense or something like that. This is just kind of like a battle searcher. But yeah, having basically 9 machine ninjas is interesting to start the deck, and that's kind of where it started with. Then we have more familiar faces, Grandmaster Sasuke, Upstart Golden Ninja, and we have Earth Armor Ninja, which I have 3 of because, again, this is great fuel directly for the star, the only extra deck for this. Then we have Senior Silver Ninja, and when it's flip face up, you can special summon any number of ninja monsters from your hand and or graveyard in face down defense position. So, going back to this, that's a great combo with Seizank. And that's why Senior Silver Ninja is useful to have. Even though it's level 6, you can still manage to do 1 tribute. Another level 6, unfortunately, is Twilight Ninja, which has some pretty good effects for this turn. Ninja monsters and ninjutsu art cards you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, which is important because there's a few continuous traps in here. And then also one ninja monster you control gains 1000 attack until the end of this turn. It's a nice boost. So there's 3 of those. Again, I'm also saying there's quite a few multiples of certain cards because these were just in excess. And for the effort that I have with this deck, I'm not going to really shop around. But it's runnable at least against lower tier decks. I think we have 3 of Twilight Ninja Shingetsu. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target ninja monsters for attacks except this one. Your opponent cannot target face-up ninja monsters with card effects, so it's basically a magnet away from your other ninja monsters. If this card you possess is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to your graveyard, you can add a ninja monster from your deck to your hand. So it's a nice searcher too. Then you have 3, which is probably too many of this to be honest, so let's say 2 of Twilight Ninja Getsuga the Shogun. Now there's also some honorable mentions for this deck, which I won't really get into, but you could also include the only copy that I have of Black Dragon Ninja. It's a beast, and it basically comes out thanks to a card I only have 2 of, which is the Ninjutsu Art of Transformation. Where you basically tribute a ninja monster, you control special summon a beast, wing beast, or insect type monster with the level less than or equivalent to the level of the tributed card +3 from your hand or deck. So considering I only have the Black Dragon Ninja, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I basically have to run this off of only specifically a level 4 ninja monster, which there's a few of in here, but it doesn't happen all that much. But then again, why would I even bother having 3 of the Shogun in here? But basically you can tribute summon this monster by tributing 1 ninja monster, so not so bad. If this card's in attack position, you can target 2 ninja monsters in your graveyard and change the defense position, and if you do, special summon those monsters. Activates effect, bring out 2 level 5s, boom! You have Shadow Armor Ninja and a bit of protection, so that's a nice combo. The only spell you have in here, I really didn't want to allocate resources to it, so I just gave it the Shuriken card. It gives 700 attack points, and when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, it inflicts 700 points of damage to your opponent's life points. So, kind of like the Dark Pendant, just a little bit stronger, but that's about it. I have 3 of a kind, because this is the only deck that might be able to use it. Then we have Abyss Stingray, because it actually brings out a level 5 monster, which cannot be destroyed by a battle, which is actually pretty good for this. That's only the beginning, actually, of the continuous trap cards. Then we have Ninjutsu Art of Shadow Sealing. You can basically target a monster your opponent controls after tributing a ninja to banish the target, and it kind of stays banished until this card is, removed from the field, and then it's good for temporarily removing stuff. Then we have Art of Duplication, tribute a ninja, and then special summon any number of ninjas of the same kind, face-up attack or face-down defense, with levels less than or equal to the level of the tributed monster. So that'd pretty much be like, the Shogun or the level 6s to bring out Sazank again. So there's that. And then, so there's 3 of those. Then we have Art of Decoy, which is great. Basically just gives a bit of invulnerability for a battle. Art of Rust Mist is actually surprisingly quite good. I'd never heard of this card until I came across it, but when a monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, you control a ninja monster, have the attack of that special summoned monster, or monsters. That's quite useful for this. The attack points on these guys are decent, but it definitely makes it a lot easier on this. Then we have the Art of Freezing finally, as a 3 of. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, if you control a face-up ninja monster, you can flip this card face up, negate the attack, and end the battle phase. Once this card is face up on the field, monsters your opponent controls cannot change their battle positions while you control. So it's a nice way to just end battle phase, and then have a few other potential possibilities go off. Anyway, that has been my ninja deck. It's great for practicing on people who are still getting used to the game, want to see like only 1 extra deck card, and also it's a nice kind of retirement place to have my ninja Karakuri go. Otherwise they would just be unplayed basically. So it's a nice way to use them for that. But that wraps it up for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.